Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel, and we have the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin here. We see from left to right we have the Philadelphia coin, the Denver Mint coin, and the San Francisco Mint coin. We tip it up a little bit and you can see it a little different light there, and we can bring the light across and you can see. So we got Philly, Denver, and San Francisco, and they're all pretty shiny. But you notice the San Francisco one, it has a different kinds of shine, and that's because the San Francisco Mint in year 2000 made proof coins. They made actually a couple specialty coins. The Philadelphia and the Denver Mint made circulating coins, but they also made some specialty coins. So let's talk about what they are and how to look for them, and then we'll also talk about a couple error varieties of the 2000 Sacagawea Dollar. One of the things you'll notice here is these are very, very shiny, and that's not how you're finding them in your change, and there's a reason for that. First off, the 2000 S is a special polishing, and it's a proof coin. These two here, however, are actually polished differently, even though they're in the uncirculated mint sets. They have pretty close to what you might call the satin finish that came out later with these coins. I think 2005 was the first satin finish, but they did a better finish on these than they did on the regular circulating coins, and I'm not sure, there's no name for it, but as you get down to 2005, they start calling it a satin finish, and it's a little bit different than this. Now, what's a regular circulating one look like? Well, that's the sad part of this. Now, these first came out in the year 2000, and when they came out, they did some presentations because Sacagawea was on the US dollar. It followed the 1999 Susan B. Anthony, the last of the Susan B. Anthony dollar. It says Liberty at the top, In God We Trust, behind Sacagawea. In front of her, the year, the date, and the mint mark P here. When you look at these, you'll see that she has a baby on her back looking over her shoulder, and of course that's Jean Baptiste Charbonneau back here. And then if you look way down in here, you'll see there is a G and a G for Glenna Goodacre, who was the engraver of this coin. In the year 2000, they made them at the Philadelphia Mint, which is this one right here, and at the Philadelphia Mint they made 767 million. At the Denver Mint, they made 518 million. So 1.3 billion between the two. And then they made 4 million of the S coins, this one right here. And these ones are worth probably about $5 each. You know, if you've looked at the modern Sacagawea coins, that they look a little different than this, and we'll show you one of those also, a circulating one. And here's a circulating modern. And notice what they've done here. They've actually taken the date off, and they put the date up on the rim. And this is the year 2009, a 2009 D. And you see the 2009 here, then the D here. So this is 2009 Denver. And so they changed the front. And then on the back, the original back was this one, the eagle back flying. It says United States of America. Has the stars for the number of states that were in the Union when Sacagawea guided the Lewis and Clark expedition across the country. It says $1 at the bottom. And see how they've changed this. It still says United States of America. The pluribus unum is now on the rim. And instead of saying $1, it is a dollar sign. So if you look for the modern ones, it's going to look quite different than the original one. Now, I said there's some varieties that are very, very valuable, and the first of those is, of course, the Cheerios variety. And the Cheerios variety, they made a few thousand of those, and they are relatively expensive right now. In fact, I think you can get one of those. You can probably find one on eBay, and it's going to be, you could get up into the hundreds. On this particular one here, though, on the Philadelphia Mint regular circulating coin, There is a variety called the Wounded Eagle variety, and a line goes through here to here. It almost looks like there's an arrow through the eagle. You can see it very well on the PCGS website. And in fact, we might be able to actually pull that up and let you take a look at it. So PCGS is a coin grading agency, and PCGS, when they sell their coins, they actually you can actually look online at their coins. And this is the Wounded Eagle coin, and you can see that right on the PCGS website, you can see the line going through here and the line coming through here, almost like an arrow that went through the eagle. And that's what the so-called Wounded Eagle variety is. We notice we don't have that on this one, but whenever you get the 2,000 coins, make sure you look through all the Philadelphia Mint coins and get them on the back and see if you do have the Wounded Eagle variety. They don't really. They have at least 112 that they've found. It's a die crack, essentially. What happened is when they went to stamp it, there was a crack in the die, and it goes across here. And I think people kind of fancy them. PCGS says they're going to be very valuable in any grade, so that's why I say look for the used one if you can, because we're talking about hundreds of dollars just for a one in this condition. All right, so we have the P, we have the D, and we have the S version of the Sacagawea coin. And then there's also, there were some Good Acre presentation sets. There were 5,000 of those, which are very, very expensive, and 5,500 of the Millennium sets, which are worth $10 or more in MS63 condition. And then finally, as I said, this one in the Proof 65, this is worth $5 here every day. So if you get the mint set, you can get it in two different ways. You can get it in the silver mint set, which was contained a Sacagawea, and they made 2.3 million of those. Or you can get it in the 10-piece set, which contained the clad coins, and they made about 937,000 of those. In the 10-piece set, it has the Sacagawea also with the S. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coinworld International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. Leave any comments you might have in the comments section.